Welcome back, everybody. My name's RIPCORD, and in today's video we are going over some of the crazy bugs that have been uncovered as a result of Rockstar's new DLC. When the Los Santos Drug Wars debuted last week, we were all treated to some awesome new content, story missions, and upgrades. However, as is usually the case after a major DLC, there were some notable bugs in many parts of the game. For a closer look at some of the ones I've been facing, stay tuned. But first, as always, if you like this video, feel free to leave a comment, click the thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe. Alright, so I haven't really been logging too much time playing this new DLC, but what little I've played on both PC and PS5, I've noticed some strange, weird bugs in different parts of the game. Now, this isn't new. Each time we get a new DLC, there always seems to be this break-in period where Rockstar has to go back and fix or patch some of these issues. Okay, so first up, the Cayo heist. I know there were some updates to the finale, and I'm going to try and post something soon on the changes and how I've dealt with them, but this video is strictly addressing the bugs. And the first quirky bug I've noticed is the long plane ride leading up to the cut screen to begin scoping out the island for the loot. Every time I get near the waypoint, and just before the cutscene, my character, as you're seeing here, well, he just bails and jumps out of the plane. Now, the first time this happened, I was kind of freaking out. I mean, the whole scope out mission isn't exactly difficult, but the time it takes to restart and then fly this plane over the map seems to take forever. And when my character first jumped, I'm like, wait, did I accidentally exit the plane before the cutscene? Now, you can see that even though your character jumps, the cutscene is still intact and everything is fine. The first time this happens, it does mess with you a little. And just to make sure it wasn't me who accidentally hit a button, the next time I ran this mission, I made sure to keep all my fingers clear of any potential quote-unquote danger actions, and as you'll see here in a moment, yeah, it happened again. So, I don't know, the bug doesn't change anything other than mess with your mind a little in thinking that you may have botched the mission, but still, it's a quirky bug that Rockstar definitely needs to fix. Next up, the payphone hits. Now, what you're about to see happened to me twice. If it was just a one-time incident, I would have chalked it up to a minor glitch. But when it happens twice, it now becomes a potential bug that you need to be aware of. So, when playing the truck cab mission, I was playing per the rules and chasing down the pop star, as you can see here. But upon completing the mission, my summary screen comes up, and lo and behold, I did not get the bonus. Now, as I stated, this was the second time this happened. I played an earlier payphone hit, which was the CEO mission, where you have to shoot the operator of the bulldozer, and yeah, it happened with this mission as well. So, just be aware, if you're not receiving your bonus, it's due to this bug. Alright, the next bug is kind of funny. There have been some weird NPC activity lately. For instance, there have been multiple times where I've simply been traveling around Los Santos minding my own business when suddenly I'm seeing a driver who has completely ran off the road for no apparent reason and gets hung up on a tree or building. In this case, I'm heading to the new freak shop under the highway when, as I get closer, this NPC just falls from the sky. Probably from the highway above, but yeah, I mean, funny and weird. Anyway, no harm, no foul. She recovers, and like you see here, she takes it like a boss and nary a scratch on her. But yeah, weird NPC activity. Okay, finally, this is the bug that eventually swayed me to put together this video. I was playing last night on my PS5 when I happened to notice that every time I received a wanted level, I'd get the stars and flashing red minimap light, but nothing else. Thinking this was simply my imagination, I decided to run a little test. So right here, I'm heading into one of the many convenience stores in Los Santos, and I'm about to perform a little grand theft larceny. Also, I think I've probably spent a little too much time with Dr. Dre. Anyway, those of you familiar with GTA, you know that as soon as I pull out a weapon, I get the wanted level. This is the telltale sign that the Popo are on their way, and of course, this NPC gets a little agitated and fires back, so after disposing of this threat, I head on outside and begin to wait for the squad cars to begin to arrive. However, as you're seeing here, there are none. It's basically a free-for-all. I wait around for a little bit and then just drive off. Eventually, the wanted level just disappears, and that's that. So again, just to be sure I wasn't imagining anything, I decided I'd perform one last mission. This being one of the VIP missions, namely the Hostile Takeover. I wanted to be sure of the fact that there are no cops showing up after you get a wanted level. Now this one is taking things up a notch. For those of you unfamiliar, you will need to head to the pickup point, in this case it's LSIA, and pick up the briefcase and deliver it to its drop-off point. However, as soon as you engage with the enemy NPC, you will get a 4-star wanted level, and the police, including helicopters, are immediately on your butkus waiting to take you out. So, as you're going to see here right away, I fly in, launch a couple 3-4 homing rockets at my very brave and unsuspecting NPCs, quickly grab the briefcase, as you're seeing here, and head on out to face the what should be a barrage of police. Helicopters, squad cars. Yeah. Pretty quiet. And like the convenience store robbery shown earlier, there's nobody showing up. In fact, I'm just waiting here, hoping that I'll get any attention. But alas, nobody shows up. I end up leaving here shortly and flying to the drop-off point, and eventually the wanted level will disappear with absolutely no police interaction at all. Now I will say that I played this morning to see if this bug still existed, and it did not. Any crime I committed was met with the usual barrage of police. Has the bug been fixed, or is there something else that triggers it? Which means we'll probably see it again. I don't know. All I can say is that ever since the DLC dropped, there have been a plethora of weird bugs that I've encountered. So, how about you? Is this just me, or has anyone else experienced weird, strange bugs that have affected their gameplay? If so, drop a comment below and let everyone know. Until next time, be happy, be well, be safe, be mighty, be the one. Oh, Maestro!